box did not help my Discord connection at all. I am still somehow pinging over 200, sometimes 300. I don't know why.
Change server location.
Feel the pain, Cars. This is the Lebanese internet revolution.
But if I change it though, it might make it worse for our overseas people. I have it set to eastward right now. US East. I don't know. Is there Canada
Right.
East? How about we go for Singapore? So yeah. So, Magnificent Mansion ideas.
Yeah, so I'll explain if you don't mind, please. And on the paper,
I would like to know what
And,
what everyone's character's mansion room would look like.
I'm
Yeah.
working on that.
So Thorig is like a big, like circular, right? And part of the circle protrudes out and goes right. So if you're not in the room, like walking up to it, you see like a curve. You don't see a circle. Like part of the circle go out, and a big double door with like banners of Clan Udmir on each side, and there's like big thick like dwarven metal doors, and when you open it up, and there's just like big bed in the middle, and like dwarven weapons and everything kind of everywhere. And off to the right, there's another door set, and there's like a small chamber of just like sort of like a practice training area. But then off to the left, there's another set of doors, and if you open that up, that's like a big circular chamber with like grass and like playground-esque things of like of what goats would go on. But what I copied and pasted a line of text spell into the chat, and it says, you decide the visual appearance of these servants and their attire. They are completely obedient to your order. Thorg would ask Finn to tell some of the servants to make themselves or to look like chickens, right? Because you can decide the appearance of these servants, so they can look like chickens, and then tell them to act like chickens in this playground thing, so a near to go can chase them around and have fun.
I'm back.
Okay.
Wi-Fi is back. So, Cars, the moment I open the door, so I can describe where everything goes, so I can actually see where I'm going to put Adirgo's playground. When you open the door, you know those set of double staircases that go like a half a circle up to a second floor? There's a version of that goes up to a second floor with very nice marble-looking railings. To the left side, when they go in, they can see a very large dining area, or what seems like the start of a large dining table with chairs. And if you go to the right side, they can see what looks like a indoor garden. And on the second, if you go up to the second floor, there's another set of staircases that go straight up into a library, which is filled with books of different kinds and everything of that sort. And if you keep going to the left towards where the dining room is, and you go in front, you'll see a very nice living area or living room in front of a nice cozy fireplace. And underneath this first set of staircases, there's a staircase that goes down into a big open area which has a sand pit and a bunch of practice done. And there's a small room to the right of all of that, where it has a forge and other tools and things necessary to pursue any craft.
Okay. Any place to bathe?
Yes, rooms come attached with bathrooms.
Okay. Good enough. Finn has created indoor plumbing. Oh.
Yeah, technically, this thing can be whatever the fuck I want. And Finn was like, one day, I wish I had plumbing, and it happened.
Alright.
Renaissance style room.
So we know what Thor's room looks like. What about who wants to go next for describing how their character's room would look like?
And by the way, just on the second floor, and there's a hallway. That's where everybody's room is.
Alright, so who wants to describe their room next?
going
Okay,
to
I'll
run
go.
better and find an image, so...
Terry, you got
Small
yours?
room, broom closet, long narrow bed, table, everything.
Ballistic style. All right.
And very small.
Reminiscent of your
Okay.
recruit training days.
Cause Finn giveth and Finn taketh away.
You did say you could have anything you want for your room.
Finn taketh away.
I saw that coming. I saw that coming, Tara. I did.
He's not taking
Cut
anything
the-
away, though. I mean,
Yes, sir.
okay. Finn, do you want, since you are one making it, do you want to? Oh, you're cutting out. Let me know when you can hear.
No.
Hold on, somebody sing a song or something.
Oh.
You all sound roboty. Please, somebody just type it out.
Okay.
Okay, it's stabilized.
We should go to the bathroom.
I
Yeah.
will show
It's-
you the word.
No, you
It's
can't.
stabilized for
It's
now.
the Halo.
What
It's
did you
the
want?
Halo.
So, Finn, to catch up, Mercy gave you a very simplistic, small room description, and it is up to you if you want to make it specifically to her description or not. Because according to Terra, Mercy's thinking, Finn giveth and Finn taketh away.
I am going to give her back the paper which I told her write everything down. And I'm gonna you can have we're gonna be here in hell for a while. Tell me something that give me something that you actually want and make it at least fancy.
Dream.
I'm fine with this. Just utility.
Finn, give her a room full of pictures of Natalie. Do it. Do it.
Everyone's cutting out again for him.
Discord is
Little douche.
Dang it, Discord. Sucking up all the fun. 50. Damn it, Discord. What's up with you? Oh, Pokemon stack. Or Psyduck, though.
Finn is just two Psyducks in a trench coat.
Pokemon, gonna catch 'em all. Pokemon.
Ben, you okay now? Alright, so, who wants to describe their room next? I mean, and you don't have to, you don't have to have a picture.
Around, so, or my
Well, I
keeps
find
going.
it's a little bit easier than describing something like this because it's a elegant, fancy white room,
Oh my
basically.
god.
Yeah,
Damn.
exactly. Except the entire ground is covered in snow. The floor is made of snow, like ice and snow.
Okay.
There's a little fireplace in there and a balcony and
So we got a
Yeah.
very elegant Victorian style fancy room.
yes,
White
exactly.
walls, ceiling, floor, tapestries, bedding, furniture all in white color spectrums of colors. Very snow winter wonderland-esque. Though the windows sadly do not open out to anywhere. But yeah, okay. It is a very crystal thing I was expecting. Though I was kind of expecting more, maybe just Elsa's palace from Frozen 1.
That would have worked too, but you know, I mean, I didn't want to get you copyright banned, so.
I don't think you unless I show it. I don't think it's.
Trust me, we'll be under the radar. We're under the radar at the moment.
Not very
So
prominent. So, all right. So, who wants to describe their room next?
Fable, would you like to go first?
Alrighty. Right. I honestly didn't put that much thought into this, but I'm gonna.
I'm expecting plushies. Yeah.
Yes.
Plushies and lots of them.
Yes.
Everything she wanted as a child that she never got.
Pretty much. Okay. So for Serena's room, I imagine that she would probably want a giant comfy bed filled with a bunch of plushies because she already has a lot of them. But for her, you can never have too much, and I'm pretty much gonna curse to the end of the days with that. Yep, bunch of plushies on the bed, and like different in the room, different for the walls. It's kind of like not really too big, but not as small as Mercy's linen closet room. Apparently, I don't even know.
Janitor's
But
closet.
basically, yeah, the janitor's closet. But in the room, she would have asked for two, like for she would ask for two of the walls to be painted like a dark blue, almost night sky coloring. And for like for mostly three of the walls, but for one of them, she would have asked for it to be blank. Mostly because I imagine that before she would go to sleep, she would use that as an excuse just to paint on the giant canvas, like a giant canvas wall, pretty much. Her room would also involve some paint, if possible, just so she could use that to paint here and there. And if anyone was to visit her during the night, you would probably see that on the walls that are painted the night sky, she would have tried painting like constellations of different stars and stuff like that. But the
Right.
constellations would have been kind of like of her friends, if anything.
Right. So, Serena's Rapunzel confirmed. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Yeah, technically she does kind of have that background. Her parents did lock her up, but more not because they wanted her magic hair, but more they were just well ashamed of the fact that they pushed her away because of money. So yeah, she is Rapunzel.
All right.
And there goes Wiji dying.
It's fine. I think all we have left then is what Peace's room look like. What's Amelius's dream room?
Give me a second, 1 second, because something just came up. Phone call.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to take a shot at what Amelius's room is. I'm guessing bondage and lots of it. No denial from him.
So I already
Okay.
told the person on the phone to fuck off.
With a doll of Granellis.
Yeah.
A blow up Granellis doll.
I guess you.
In male and a female version.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a cradle for the baby when it comes. Yeah.
I see you're all just gonna choose for me at this point. What else does it have?
Bondage, lots of it.
I was honestly gonna say a picture of your loved ones right by the
Yeah,
bed, but-
I was just I would make a smart ass, of course, but
and a large sign that says the safe word is apricot.
pancakes.
Okay. Everyone, shut the fuck up.
Oh, we do it with love.
Fuck you too. For Amelius's room, it looks like something straight out of a barracks. Thorig would instantly kind of recognize what this is, what it's supposed to be. It's a bunk bed. On the upper bunk, you have it just says Saran on it. On the bottom one, it says where's the name? Where I put all the names and stuff. And it would say Nook, N-U-K, kind of engraved on it. There's like one of those things for like when you like one of those like target pieces, like a plank of wood that you would like practice throwing like axes or daggers at. It seems like when he enters here, Peace already knows exactly where to head to find his room. Like he's been here before too. And on the upper part of the bunk, it's like pretty much all stone wall, just unpainted, just kind of very like bricky, I guess is the way to put it. And there's a lot of like just kind of like engravings, of little like kind of like drawings on the upper side of the bunk bed. And there's just a few, like a desk somewhere, a few books around laying, and that's pretty much it. basically,
Also, new addition by Finn that the whole wall is soundproofed.
what? Okay, he's not even here. Fuck off. All of you are actually bullying me. This is cyberbullying.
Sorry.
Hey, I was the only one who was wholesome. Everyone was bullying
You
you.
were,
was
and
just-
Ethan didn't say anything, so I give him good boy points too.
I was just being sarcastic.
Oh, well, actually, I did say something, but Jen said it louder, so
Shut
I'll
the
just.
I
fuck
did.
up,
I'll
Ethan.
take.
Let me give you these fucking good boy points.
Just
That was
take
being
it.
considerate.
Shut
So,
the fuck up.
Cars, I'm gonna do my room now because I'm afraid Discord's just gonna fuck up. Anyways, Finn's room is basically a very big room. On one end of the room, on a slightly higher elevation, there's a big fancy bed, or with two side tables on it. Each one of them is piled really high with books. On the other side of the room, in the middle, or more roughly, if you go look in the middle of the room, there's a very large, what can only be described as a table with what used to be a very old map of the land. And in the middle of it, you see a lot of what can only be used as figurines to describe war and stuff. And to the other side of the room, you see a large table with a large amount of notes written and a garbage can, which is very full of thrown away papers and stuff. And almost on every single wall, there's a bookshelf that has either books or some random knickknacks or anything like that on it.
Okay.
That is my room.
All right.
Sorry if I went roboty for everyone else. I'm gonna type it in
Oh,
chat.
no, you're fine. Good.
That is good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I left it last, Finn.
Mm-hmm. Didn't really have time to think up anything new. I hope the changes to your room are good.
Well, there aren't any changes, so that's the best one for me.
I soundproofed the walls if you haven't noticed. Anyways, yeah. So,
Are people not talking, or is it just quiet for me because
I
it pushed me on again?
People were talking.
Ah, cannot hear a thing. Wonder if y'all can hear me.
I can hear you.
Can.
so
We heard you.
basically,
You
to
just
everyone
couldn't hear
here,
us.
and I'm gonna type in chat for when Ethan comes back.
Ah, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Could you
So,
could you hear me talking when I was trying to test if
Yeah.
it still worked? Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, you all have free reign of the place. By the way, throughout the entire thing, you notice the entire place or mansion, other than your rooms, lacked a lot of decoration. There's like tables in the hallways and pretty much areas on the wall which has a nail in where old paintings would have went and stuff like that. And something which you would have Serena would have easily noticed off the bat. So, one rule of the mansion: anything you take while they're in the main hallway after they saw the room or in front of the door, anything you take from the mansion, and he'll have a servant bring him like a fucking mug of ale, and he'll drink. Stays in the mansion. Otherwise, he'll throw the mug out, and as soon as it leaves the door, it disintegrates into dust. That.
What happened to the food in our stomach?
It will stay.
It will stay. So,
so
we
if I eat
can't
the mug,
eat
it will
here.
stay in.
So if
Finn
we
has the
drink
Finn
and
has
eat,
the I want to argue to look, but I can't.
so if we eat and drink here, we will not be filled.
If you eat and drink here, you will still be filled. It's just if you eat a mug for some reason, Thorig, and then leave, the mug will be disintegrated. It's basically a ward, so nothing from here gets stolen.
Why doesn't it work for food?
Because you eat the food. If you basically
But
If
you
a
will
So
lot-
if
be
I eat the
eating
mug, it should work. Yeah, it should
Oh,
work.
Exactly.
do you want me to spend the remainder of explaining to you how the magic of this place works?
I feel
Yes,
like I
please.
started this conversation, but you know what? I do not regret a single thing. That's what you all get.
I have a feeling that this is a moment where you would say, magic doesn't work like that.
I declare when I am the only one who can declare that this is not how magic works. At this current stage in time, maybe even Crystal, because she does magic.
Just
We're the
from
only
far
two who can
away,
declare them.
just from far away, you hear it's similar to create food and water.
I do not know that spell.
Right, but what if I ate mugs? What if that was my food?
Why would you eat mugs?
I don't know, maybe they're tasty. Why don't you eat mugs? Have you tried a mug?
No, because it's a mug.
Well, you can't say that
What?
they're not good if you've never tried one.
You know what? Have a seat at the dinner table. You know what? I'll have all the merchant staff cook you a fresh mug.
What
Thank
if
you.
you created gems here? We would eat the gems and then shit them outside.
The gems would be disintegrated as they are a material component and can be used for otherworldly. But it's magic. It works.
Can you create a component magic? Is it what you call it?
I
And
will-
use them here.
I will have a servant bring me a very expensive looking gem. You see this? It's a very nice
Yes.
gem, right? It's a ruby worth probably 10,000 gold. He'll throw it out the door and we'll just. Any more questions? Also, Serena,
What if you ate it?
I will have him bring me another gem. Enjoy. Go and find out.
To note,
I'll eat the
Serena.
gem.
to note the objects in here in the mansion are basically the same as real objects. If you try to eat them, you will suffer the consequences of eating something you're not supposed to eat.
I'm gonna eat a very small gem.
You will.
Cars, it sounds like a challenge. Are you challenging me not to eat a
You know
mug?
what?
If that's the case.
You will be
You
sick
know,
and
hold on.
possibly die.
Each of you have 10 servants and will follow you around and do as you ask. Ask them to bring you a mug, ask them to do anything you want, they will do it.
It's a small gem. It's like eating a pearl or something.
Don't eat a pearl. You know what? Any servant that I assign to Mercy, please make sure she doesn't eat anything which shouldn't be eaten. Hold on, how do I turn baby mode on?
How did I turn?
Can you use the material here as spellcasting things that would
In the
perhaps
mansion?
disappear?
In the mansion,
In
I
the
can use
mansion.
it. In the mansion, I can use it as if I am using it in the mansion. I cannot use it out of the mansion. So if I was to cast a spell from inside of the mansion and aim it outside using a material from here, it would not manifest outside. Also, that will most likely cause the mansion to implode and throw you into the astral plane, probably.
But you could probably, for example, do Hero's Feast.
You know what? I have a library in the upstairs. It has all the answers to all of your questions.
But
You
you
can-
know this stuff. I'm asking you.
And then
I'm gonna go take a soak in the hut, or I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go jump in the small mini lake I have in the indoor garden.
I want to find a small pearl, very small pearl, and eat it.
Oh, Cars, can I answer this?
Okay.
Cars, can I answer this? Can I answer this?
Sure.
Because it's in my domain. There are no pearls, and my door, and the
Oh, come
only
on.
room, and the only room which would have fucking pearl would be my room, and the door is fucking locked.
Oh boy. Okay.
Do not fight a wizard in his own domain. I have all the advantages. I can also summon a ballista out of nowhere. So, what's the thing? You blacksmith, right?
goes towards you, Ethan.
Sorry, you cut out for me. What's up?
Thorg, you blacksmith, right?
I Well, yes, I know how to, but I'm not
I
probably
have
as
a
skilled as.
I have a workshop in the basement. Come, I'll show you. Come, I'll show you it.
Sure.
He'll head downstairs, and you'll see downstairs is a small little fighting and training area with targets set up and a small sand pit where you can brawl at. And on the other corner of the room, you see a forge, like a really good looking and fancy forge, which has really old designs on it, something back which you'd see 3,000 years ago. And around it, you'd see different tables with different things and different tools and materials. Even though this area doesn't allow you to take the materials out with you, it can summon materials for use in training and things like that. So,
Huh.
if you wish to
Interesting.
if you wish to practice your smithing or anything of that sort, ask any one of the servants, and they'll go and fetch you You'll go and fetch you the material you're looking for.
That actually is very useful. Thank you. While we're talking about the servants, I have another question.
Yes.
Is it possible to tell them to look like a certain foe and bar? Is that possible?
These
Like, for example, we're fighting a lot of undead. Would it be
Mhm.
possible for them to take the form of undead and behave like it,
They
and then
will.
for me to fight them?
The servant is still well as if a. Have you seen anyone summon a single servant?
No.
So the servant doesn't have the capability more of being as a normal servant can. He can gather things, he can fold clothes, he can do basic household menial tasks, but fighting is not one of them. If you give me enough time, I can probably, which we don't have, I can probably work with Kai and manage to create a actual moving training dummy which you can use and train on for different scenarios.
I see.
Anything which
Well,
I know the composition of and how to make, I can summon in here easily.
see. Well, thank you very much. This is quite something. I'm sure Nirago is enjoying his pen, and this is a lot safer staying out there.
Mm-hmm. Best part is the door is basically unbreakable. Only a mage can dispel it.
And what would happen if they dispelled it? Would we stay
You'll
here
just pop
forever,
out.
or? Oh, okay.
Whatever. Do we?
You'd
No,
be
we
ejected
we
from the
just be
mansion.
we would just be flung out of the mansion as it is
And
a
I
when the
see.
it
spell
is a
ends,
failsafe I have
any
set
creatures inside
just
the
in case.
extra-dimensional space are expelled into the open
Meta,
space.
I know that.
Okay, no, I was just reading it because I was actually curious.
And
Mhm.
what is there a lock door? Had password? How do we know that someone else is not just going to walk in?
I can simply put I can designate creatures or people that can open the door. Otherwise, the door is very firmly locked, and I can.
Oh,
And if somebody I know is trying to get in, and I still give them access, I can summon as many locks as I want on the door.
I see.
Have you ever
Well, that
read one of those stories where a hero has to break through like a ridiculous door with like 50 locks on it and
well,
chain?
yes, of course.
Yeah, I can basically create that.
Ah, well, I'd say we're very secure here.
Mm-mm. As long and the house lasts for 24 hours, or the mansion does.
Well, I might as well try my handiwork at smithing something, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. I need to go get Serena some. I need to go point Serena towards a supply closet where she can grab paints.
Ooh, dang.
Please,
Sorry, what did you say? You cut out for me.
can you send one of your servants over here, please?
Uh, he snaps his fingers, and 10 servants come rushing down.
Ah, I see. I will call you Bob. Bob, I need you to go get me a mug. And Jerry, you will help me smith here. Thanks. Thanks, Finn.
No problem. I have to ask you what is the book for.
Don't worry.
I will trust not to eat the mug.
What is
I will go
Oh.
and I will get Serena. And as I leave, there's a in the corner of the room. There's a servant watching you.
That's fine. I'm not gonna eat it.
Say that.
The moment you go to eat the moment you go to eat the mug, the Cerberus is gonna run up to Finn as he's doing it. So, where's Serena at this time?
Probably walking around this place. Anything.
Serena, you want paints?
Question though,
Mhm.
what are you guys doing with the three unconscious bodies?
Oh yeah, I summoned
Putting them in a bed.
underneath the middle of the staircase where the two split. There's another set of doors, and inside of there is an entire medical ward.
That's awesome. Yeah, that works.
hmm
Is there a garden of sorts?
An indoor garden with a small artificial waterfall running along one of its sides.
That is where Crystal will hang out for a little bit in the garden.
Serena, you want paints?
Uh-huh. I love some paint.
All right. Fuck, I gotta actually summon a supply closet. Here. This should be fine. He knocks on a wall, and a door appears, and you see a bunch of different arts and basically stuff in there.
Yeah.
Basically, you see him as he takes out like a brush. He closes the door and opens it again, and there's another brush.
Mhm.
That should make sure that you don't run out of brushes. And here's a
Okay.
brush, since I don't know what to do with it.
I didn't fit. Oh, thank you.
No problem. I have to go make sure that Mercy isn't trying to eat a pearl. Did you
Should
see
just
Mercy?
nod ahead. I have not seen her, no.
Oh fuck. Mercy. Finn would yell that out.
Why do I feel
Answer.
Mercy, you there?
No answer. Okay, microphone might not be working. No answer.
Of course. I
Okay.
will have.
Sorry, you'll have what?
The place is big. Most of it is unfilled, so I'm pretty sure I can find her easily, Karst, if I just walk around.
She's in her room, locked.
Locked door. Mm. Knock, knock. Mercy, you okay?
I am fine, please leave.
Do you not enjoy the fancy room?
I do not have a fancy room, please leave.
By the way, what's wrong? Are you sure I can get you anything?
I am fine.
somewhere out there? Someone's giving Thor the Heimlich.
Discord Spike, what was the last thing she said?
I'm fine. Please leave again. If I'm not mistaken.
You
So-
would not give me what I asked, so please leave. Thank you.
If you want me to actually give you what you asked for, at least step out of the room so I can actually change it without accidentally killing you.
Do you have a small pearl?
I have to ask you, why do you want to eat a small pearl?
Because I would like to know whether it can be shit out outside.
It cannot. The thing would just dissolve the moment you left.
Then why doesn't it happen with food?
Because that's how magic fucking works. Anyways, if you don't...
That doesn't make sense.
Listen,
But thank you.
everything I'm telling you that happens with this mansion is because of personal experience. If you don't believe me, ask Peace. He was there the first time I summoned this thing.
I understand. Thank you. I will ask Amelius perhaps later whether he tried to eat a small pearl.
Sure.
Later, or like you're going to ask him now? Sorry, just my Discord is not having a good time.
Maybe later.
Okay, I'm gonna go make sure that Crystal is fine.
I mean, it's locked room. She's not doing anything. I don't know what your problem is.
He wants Finn is trying to make sure everyone's comfortable. He's not probleming anything right now. Crystal, I'm gonna go look for Crystal, which I assume I'll find her in the indoor garden.
Yes, that's where you will find her, sitting among
In the
roses.
trees?
No, not in the trees. Probably by the by the river, by the waterfall.
So, Crystal, you enjoying the place?
Gorgeous. It's nice. Room is amazing. This garden's awesome. Quiet and serene and
Serena.
I didn't do it.
serene, peaceful.
Between
Oh, now she's full of peace too.
Shut the fuck up.
Don't choke
Thor-
on your freaking
Wow.
mug, you butt.
Thor gets an anvil dropped on his head.
Yeah, like, jeez.
If you still don't have enough feast, I hope.
Between
Uh,
between you and me, Crystal. Between you and me, Crystal, this place used to have a lot of things in it.
I
Can I
guess
get you
this-
anything else other than, since I am running around making sure everybody has everything set before I go and
Plus, we've got a temple around here that you can throw into the gods. Yeah. Place to go talk with Philomora or something, you know?
for you all, I think you picked up on my sense on the gods, but if you wish to have a small little shrine or of something of the sort dedicated to them, I will happily oblige.
It doesn't have to be grand. It's
Where do you want where do you want the shrine? Sorry, where are you cut out for me?
no, I didn't even answer yet.
Where do you want the shrine? Where do you want it? You cut out for me. Where is it? Where's the shrine?
Where's
sorry,
the
motherfucker.
fucking
I-
shrine?
Where's
I
the
am
fucking
struggling.
shrine? Unbit me.
I am
Shrine!
There you go.
No!
Oh,
I am toggling between 3,000 fucking MS and 100. I hate life right now. Don't tempt me.
not tempting anybody at this point.
It wasn't you, was it? Anyway.
Actually, out here in a small corner of the garden would be good.
All right. I'm not the whole on the how to build shrine to gods type thing. How do you want it?
Small little, I don't know.
Because if it was up to me, it's most likely gonna be a small table with a wooden Philomora sign taped to it.
Probably a like a small white marble-y statue of Philomora on a carved into like I don't know a carved out niche into the I don't know what's in the back, wall or what have you. Yeah, like
Wall.
a stone niche wall with a small marble statue of Philomora and some incense and offering bowls and whatnot.
And that now exists in the corner of this room.
Awesome.
Anything else I can get you?
Nope. Everything else is perfect.
Mhm. You have 10. You have 10 servants, which will always come whenever you summon them.
Right?
Simply, snap your fingers and they should be here. For now, I think now I have to go talk to Peace and probably gonna say he doesn't want anything, but still. I'm
Yeah. Hanging out.
gonna go talk to Peace. Hey, Peace. Or Amelia, do you need anything?
What
Um,
what for you, Thor? What do you want to do?
Okay. So I had one of them get me a mug, and
Okay.
the other one's helping me forge stuff. And then I sent Jerry, which I've now named Jerry. I send him to go get me. I'm just gonna whisper it to you.
Okay.
it's a bucket of pearls I'm about to yeet. I'm about to go weast.
Okay. Roll 20 is being weird. I'm sending it. There you go.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm saying out loud. I just say, alright, servants, we're going to try to see something out of this mug. See if maybe we'll make a small dagger, or of a dagger or something, but we need to melt it down first. So I melt down the mug. How long does that take? I don't know how long it'll take to melt down a mug in a forge.
Depends on how hot it's
Curse,
burning.
keep in
Yeah.
mind it's one of the good old forges from. Curse, keep in mind it's one of the good old forges from 3,000 years ago, the pristine ones.
Okay. It should probably take about maybe 5 minutes.
Okay. After 5 minutes, like sweet. And I make sure that the servant got me that thing that I whispered you gets me like a special one, like a forging one, right? That can withstand the heat.
Mm-hmm.
And I will go take this syringe and fill it up with the liquid of this mug, and I will walk up to the servant that Finn told to stay here, and I just look at him and say, I'm going to inject it in my vein now. Don't know if you want to tell Finn. And I'm about to inject it into my vein, and I turn around and I make it look like I do so, but I don't.
Okay.
The servant glows bright fucking. The servant glows bright fucking red. As another copy of him splits off and runs upstairs, while another one is still watching.
Right. Thorg's not
And it's
actually
now
he's not
holding
actually
him at
dumb
peace.
enough to put hot scalding metal into his veins, but he wants to make the servant think he did. It's he'd tell Finn. So just like, oh, it burned much. Oh, and then I'll empty the syringe into the forge or something. I'll empty the syringe so that way it's empty, and I'll just kind of stand there or sit on the ground with it by me.
If Serena's painting in her room, she just sees a fucking servant flashing red and blue heading towards Finn's room.
Oh well, someone alerted the police. Okay.
We will.
Wee woo.
Unseen servants can't make sound, but can I have this one make sounds like an actual fucking weevil?
Sure.
Oh my god, this is
They
a mess.
they pull this cord that starts us an alert going wee woo wee woo wee woo.
He's just standing
fuck.
there, menacingly.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's menacingly standing there staring at you. Nah, he's just sleeping on his feet. He's not staring. He sleeps with his eyes open like that.
Of course, Gandalf.
Thor had one. Thor
What?
had one fucking job. Don't do. Thor got one fucking job. Don't do the thing. Don't eat the mug. What are you doing?
No,
You probably
you told
ate
me
the
not
fucking
to eat the.
mug. Why do you even
Told me
try
not
these
to eat the.
things?
See,
There should
I
not have been a mug. As
I
he's saying
injected
this,
it
as he's
into
heading
my veins.
downstairs
Look,
with
Finn,
a
Finn,
fucking
I
thing
didn't
still
eat the
going
mug.
behind
I
him
didn't
going,
eat
"Wait."
the mug. I injected it into my veins. See? Oh god, it hurt. It hurt a lot. I wanted to test what would happen if I stepped out of the thing with it in my veins.
I will insight check him saying that. Curse, do I see an actual fucking needle? An actual fucking needle wound?
Well, there's a lot of armor on right now. You don't know.
Yeah.
Or a burn mark.
There's armor everywhere
Or a-
on him.
Well, also,
Natural-
Thorg, roll
That's a
me.
net 20.
Yeah, roll me a deception check.
You have a pretty high height.
Hmm.
Will he roll above
Huh.
a 10? We shall see.
Nope.
No.
Oh boy.
I didn't mean to click it twice. That was an accident.
Well,
But
we got a
that's
nat
not-
1 and a nat 20. So, yeah. Finn, you know that he's lying.
I think his silent rage is so much better than him saying anything.
Probably because of connection issues, but still.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah, Thorg, you're not fooling Finn.
But Thorg is convinced he is. Oh, it hurts so much, Finn. Okay, I'm going to walk out now. My like boil or something. I don't know.
No, hold on, Thorek. This is very serious. Allow me to cure you. Hold on, I can do basically anything in this house. I will summon a fire hose to my hand and I'll start fucking spraying him down.
Oh.
No. I need to go outside. I need to. If it'll.
Hold on, Thorek. Let me know if I got the wound. I'm basically spraying him down now, cursed with a fucking fire hose.
Stop! We need to test it for magic purpose. We need to see if it
Just a
evaporates out of my
detector
veins or
endless
something.
Water. It just sprays them down.
Boy. So.
Yeah, I think we need a vacation now.
I
Yeah.
like how in this we're in the middle.
Jesus.
We're in the middle of hell. Everyone is dying around us, and then we have this going on.
Yes, we got a human wizard using a decanter of endless water on the dwarf who thinks he has molten metal in his veins. Yay! What is D&D right now?
Welcome to 5e. How may I disappoint you?
No, welcome to
Sorry.
4E, where nothing makes sense and everyone hates us.
Thorek will turn off the hose after like 5 minutes of solid spraying. Thorek, you can still die in here. I can make a lot of things happen, but I can't stop death.
Wait, I'm not stupid.
So-
I didn't
That's
didn't
probably what I should
actually-
have lit off with when I made the thing.
inject it into my veins because I'm not an idiot. But I thought it would be funny to mess with you.
No, normally that would have fucking got me. The only problem is right now we're in the middle of hell, and
Yes, and normally I will not joke like this. But you said that no one could get into this mansion unless you said so. So I felt safe and a small bit of respite.
last
Which is why
time
this-
I explained. The first time I ever summoned the mansion, somebody actually broke their arm because they thought they couldn't get hurt in here.
Well, that's
So
just
I
dumb.
Yeah, I thought that nobody could possibly top that, and then you just told me the thing which you did, and then you know.
I see. Well, it was a joke, and now I'm being wet. Thanks for
Everyone-
hosing me
Oh,
down.
yeah, but on the bright side, your armor is probably the cleanest it's ever been since we got here.
It's always clean. I polish it every morning. What are you talking about?
Now it is. Now it is even cleaner. So,
Ah,
so if you have anything you want in particular for dinner or anything of that sort, all the servants can prepare a 9-course meal for you.
9-course meal. Wow.
9-course meal.
Just have a lot of meat for the Nurgo. He really loves meat. You would not have any idea how much he really, really loves meat. Like
What type?
all of it. He's a meat fanatic. I would argue he is perhaps the greatest lover of meat in the entire world.
Mogash will remember that.
Oh yeah, now that means when other guys So here I actually have to fucking change the layout a bit to fit more doors because we are in Mogash. So this entire area, so this entire area, Karst, the old fighting pit and stuff, has basically has the forge in the corner, right?
Yes.
So the forge, if you couldn't tell, is really fucking ancient, Thoric.
I did notice that it was not like other forges I see today.
It is 3,000 years old, basically. Same forge I had when I was growing up with Peace, or his family.
I see.
Though, if you haven't noticed, or if you have noticed, there's very distinct lack of decorations around.
Yes. And
Let's just say the place used to be really decorated.
why is it not anymore?
The people who helped made decorate the entire place are no longer around. It didn't feel right to bring everything back.
Or do you honor them by keeping up the decorations and all the hard work that they put into the place and put into those objects? It's could also be honorable, keeping their name going by keeping them up, making their work mean something, even though they're gone. Another way to look at it.
Keep their memory alive by not running away with my tail between my legs through everything I've seen so far. Because I know if any one of them have been bought here, they would have stayed and fought. There are probably 1,000 different places I'd rather be. This land is not one of
Well, that's Captain Obvious there. Yes,
them.
nobody wants to be here right now, but this is what we're needed, and this is where we should be.
Yep, we have 3 injured dragonborns with us.
Right.
I need.
And how are they, by the way? There's nothing I can really do for them. I've not the skill set.
They're improving slowly but surely. We have them. I have them in the small little medical area. It's the only other ancient room other than mine in pieces, which is here. So it should have top of the line everything.
I see.
I
Well,
also.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh, go ahead.
Another reason why I emptied out the old decorations is so I can make room for new ones. Since you are now, everyone here is now part of my squad, whether they liked it or not.
I
You're,
see.
you're basically at this point unwillingly forced into the oldest army in the world. Congratulations.
So I'm a member of 2 armies. Isn't that treasonous?
Depends on your point of view.
Yes.
Some people would classify that as espionage.
Right, but I'm not a spy, so
Well, feel free to take it however you want. You want these halls, you're part of my old squad now.
well,
Pretty sure
thank you,
you would have.
Peace. Or Finn. Shit.
Pretty sure you would have gotten along with a few of them.
So as you guys are
Yeah?
discussing things,
I forgot to mention I do have a servant ready to tell everyone that Peace and Serena and me that the Dragonborns have woken up.
so you don't get that, but you do hear a dinner bell ringing. As
That was some dinner bell.
yeah,
Throughout the entire match.
Yeah, but basically informing you that dinner is ready.
Well, then heads to the dining hall.
Gee, if only someone didn't soundproof my room, I would have been able to hear it, Finn.
There's a
Oh.
servant that knocks at your door.
I know. I'm being sassy with
actually-
you. You can't.
Well, actually, it's like a bell in each of you guys' room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like those things in schools where you have the speaker in each room.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
You see, there's just like a label underneath it, that just says dinner bell.
Well, that reminds me, I should probably put in an old command room. Would be good to have keep a track of all of our assets and all of everything we have right now.
And while you're at it, it might be worth having a war room, if you will. Something where you can lay maps out on a big table and make large plans.
I do have an old one in my room. You should probably take a look at it, see how the continents were before all this. See if I can identify your homeland.
Might be interesting to do later.
Hmm. For now, nine course meal of chicken awaits me.
9-course meal. Jesus.
It is a 9. I'll have. If you all show up, welcome. 9-course meal. Choose whatever you want. They'll make it.
Pancake.
Get a pancake. You get a pancake. Everyone who ordered pancakes for the first fucking set of meal, they get a pancake.
Pancakes. I like pancakes.
What? What? We're in a sad place. Rena wants to eat something sweet, so pancake.
Pancake.
What type of
Jeez.
syrup?
Grabs a mix of a few different things on the plate and then just heads towards the
Yep.
infirmary to just sit by them to make sure that if they wake up or anything, he has a lot of explaining to do.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna grab a plate, mix of whatever, some greens, some meats and stuff, and then just go sit in the infirmary.
All right.
Be sketch.
No,
I'm tossing it anyways.
It gets caught in the
fine.
horn.
What is it? What is it?
It's a bottle of water.
Thank you. I'm gonna give it a sniff. Did he not put vodka in this just to fuck with me?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh dear.
So, you head
All
back to the
assuming the
infirmary.
worst of each other today.
Head back to the infirmary piece. As you do, you kind of sit down and mention them. A scale complexion is
He'd have like a book in his lap every now and then, flip the page and stuff, Just kick back.
as for the rest of you, you guys do enjoy the food. It's really delicious. As you bite into it, you get kind of a similar sensation as if you've munched on like a good berry.
Cheers.
As it's magic that
tears.
it's food that's been made magically, and magically provides sustenance and nutrition to sustain your body, but is food that
Really?
was made out of thin air.
No, of course, I have a kitchen in the background. They summoned the raw part of the food and they made it.
Yeah, but I mean the ingredients were summoned out of thin air.
I know, I'm just bullying right now.
Oh, you bully, big bully. Oh. So anyway, you guys do enjoy your food. The little spectral servants wait on you for any food or drink needs you might have. If you need to place any more orders, also offer you dessert. Want any?
I assume Serena gets 9 courses of pancake.
Probably.
She gets 5 courses of pancake, called the Grand 5 stack. Sorry.
Something which anyone who's religious in the area would fucking easily notice. There are no holy symbols, anything dictative to a god, other than the one shrine that he made.
Only one that matters. His religion.
My
gay.
my religion. No, the magic. I pray to the god that gives me fireballs. I don't know who you pray.
The god that also gives me smites.
Fireballs
Fire.
better than fireballs greater than smite. Anyways, so
Ooh, them fighting words.
mhm. So
They are, but it's like 10 hit points fighting words compared to the 30 that a paladin would have. At that level.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you past my
Let's
300
not.
fucking
Let's
feet of
not.
rate.
Yep. Shut up.
I know.
Curse. Carry on.
So you guys enjoy your meal, and if there's anything you want to do afterwards, during you can. Sorry, a little bit gassy.
Hmm. There's not much I can do since no one other than I will go outside of the hut and alarm nearby area.
Okay.
That is it. Spend basically 10 minutes each casting alarm around the building and pretty much filling up all the spots.
Not quite sure how alarm would trigger when you're inside the mansion.
It's basically would always trigger as long as
Just
it's
wondering.
normal,
I'm
basically.
just wondering if the mental alert can pass
It
through.
it can, because if I'm inside of the mansion and I can cast scrying from inside of the mansion, or
You
sending
can't
from inside
cast
of
Cry within the minute. You're in a different
can.
plane. Yeah, the mansion's in a different plane.
Hold on, I'm fucking gonna read this shit. It's been a while since I
It's
used
Yeah.
it.
its own pocket dimension.
Yeah,
You
so it's a
make-
different. Yeah, Scry doesn't go through different planes or dimensions. So
Oh, let me post
same thing with like.
it doesn't specify if it can travel through planes.
It's
Up to DM ruling.
It does say you need to be within a mile of the warden.
yeah. I don't know, since you're in a different, I'm in a different dimension, while in your magnificent mansion. Uh, I'm gonna say it won't get the alarm.
Alright. In that case, I'd assume Finn would know that, so he wouldn't spend time on that, and instead go up to the library, grab a very light drink, and read a book.
Okay.
I also will say this: 90% of the books are probably in a language that only me and Peace can understand.
Methodosian, ancient languages.
Ancient Common. Let's just say that to save time.
Okay. Alrighty. So then, for the rest of you, anything else you guys want to do?
Still in the infirmary. Probably gonna spend the night there in case one of them wake up midnight.
Yeah, I meant for like Crystal or Serena, Mercy.
Sam doesn't really have any plans besides just probably painting before going to bed, if anything.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thorig would. Oh, unless you wanted to do something with that card. Or up.
No. I just want to know what you guys are planning.
Yeah, Thorig would kind of want to see what everyone's like dream room looks like, right? And knock if would let them or whatever. Cool. If not, keep walking. But
Door's open in mine, so you can just
yeah,
peek.
come in or be see everyone's room and then not see like one for Mercy. Kind of look around for a while and probably eventually find closet and just knock on it. Hello, is this a room?
Kind of resembles a barrack.
Yeah, it's. I assume the door's shut. He just knocked on it, seeing if anyone's there. Hello, anyone here? Is this a room?
Tara? Oh, did Tara fall asleep?
Possible.
That is possible.
Hold on, is she muted? She's not
Nope.
muted.
No. It's either AFK or she fell asleep.
Let's go with AFK for the next 5 minutes, and if she doesn't respond by then, she fell.
Anyone listen for some snoring?
So, Tori, when you get to my room, it would
Mhm.
still be locked, but you can. It would still be locked, and you'd know Finn was inside.
Gotcha. I just wanted to see everyone's room so that he
You
could
can.
know what everyone had described.
You can ask him.
No, he wouldn't want to bother you. So that's
Finn
all
is
I want.
liter-
Cars.
Finn is literally doing nothing right now. Pretty sure after dinner, you all would have seen him trying to go outside, trying to guess the alarm, then remember, oh yeah, I can't do that, and go upstairs and just, I have nothing to do.
Alrighty. So, you guys. I figure Thor could probably find you eventually. So yeah, Thor, you do eventually find Finn. Wherever that.
Top floor library.
Yeah. That place.
I mean, is Finn reading?
Finn looks like he's going through, looking at every single book right now, trying to pick out a book.
Not bothering you, am I?
No, you're not. How may I help you?
I was just wondering what you were doing. I wanted to see everyone's room to see what they look like, but I noticed yours was shut. Just curious is all. But if you're busy,
It's fine. I just locked the room just in case somebody who will remain unnamed wanted to go and try and eat a small gem.
I see. Well, I'm not going to eat a gem.
Of course, follow me. If you know, just pull up the random book from the shelf and just take it with him to his room. And yeah, you see when he opens the door, you see what he described. Basically, part of the room looks like a mess, and in the middle of the room, there's a table with a old-fashioned map.
Interesting.
Hmm. Welcome to try and pinpoint your kingdom, the game.
Yes. I will spend some time with the map trying to see if I can identify or recognize anything.
Do you have any proficiency with map tools?
I have proficiency with smithing tools, if that means anything.
That doesn't. No. Okay. Roll me a history check.
Aye, Captain. I was muted and you couldn't hear my little song.
Yeah, you you're having a hard time finding it. This
Can
map
I-
is very different looking from what you're used to.
Can I give him the help action and basically tell him we're old, even though basically tell him where old-fashioned civilizations were?
Sure.
Basically putting out this is where this is where me and peace are from. If we don't talk about the people all over there, that's an actual.
He just confused him more. Too much information.
Information overload.
If you want, Thorig, I'll have a copy of this table in your room.
Sure. I know it's somewhere within this region, and he has a quarter of the map circled.
Alright. This is basically my old room. On that corner of the room over there, and those bookshelves, that's where those are all the books I read to understand magic. Everything else is what I read to understand how to do fireball. And there's 3 other shelves full of books. I had to read a lot.
Okay.
Basically, if you're a historian or anything of that sort. This would probably be the only chance you would get to witness anything 3,000 years.
I see. Well, I'm not a historian, but I'm sure there would be some people who would enjoy this. I'm not saying I'm not enjoying it. I just mean, does it pertain to the profession?
Of course. Though, to be fair, there was a time where every single campaign you'd have 4 mages set up a room just like this. Or a building just like this, just to house all the troops in safety. And
Okay.
then all the good mages went away and we had to use 10.
All right.
That is lore. It is now canon.
It is now canon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, uh, anything else anyone wants to do? As it is getting late, and you guys are starting to feel tired.
Nothing from my end.
Nothing from my end.
Before I head to bed, I'll go by the infirmary, peace. I'm gonna go talk to Peace before I head to bed.
He's still on the same book, one you recognize from way back the last time you've cast Magnificent Mansion. It's the same book
So,
he was trying to finish last time.
it's 3,000 years and you haven't done any reading. I am sad.
Oh, I've done my reading. Just wanted to finish this one.
Please, don't spend all night here. Wake me up if
Too
you ever
bad.
need to sleep. Promise me this.
Finn, I'm the only person who physically goes to the kitchen and gets whatever he needs in this place. Doesn't ask anyone of anything. I'm fine. I know my way around.
And you're the only person who will probably get no sleep for tomorrow and then be tired and then we won't be able to push as hard just because you will be exhausted.
Don't worry about me.
I worry about many things, and you are one of the things I worry about in particular. Trust me on this when I tell you. Go to bed when you get tired.
I
One of
am
them,
going to sleep. Don't worry.
if you win, one of them servants will wake you up as soon as one of them wakes up. And I think it's better for them to wake up in a hospital room with food and everything rather than waking up outside.
Oh, it is, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So I
So
do want to make one comment before you walk off.
What is?
This place is awfully empty.
Didn't feel right without. No, never did. To be
We're at the
fair,
bed now.
in your fucking barracks or in here.
Whole place. It's missing things that the old crew just kind of had laying around, you know?
I'll bring them back once I'm actually ready to face at their god.
I'm right there with you. Go ahead to bed. I'll catch up soon.
Mm-hmm. And I may or may not have a servant just to see if you actually drink alcohol.
That little faith. That little faith, Finn.
I do have a lot of faith. Problem is if I'm in the right places. Also, because I'm humoring people and their gods today. You want me to set up a shrine? So
No, this champion doesn't need that at the moment. I've got holds up the holy symbol. Got this. Don't worry about it. Just everyone's
Mhm.
comfortable. Just fuck off.
Language, man.
no.
What? Who knows? His parents just all of a sudden gonna wake up. It's like, and this is the potty mouth that married my son.
How dare you say that in a Christian Minecraft server?
How did they
It's
get
a
so
Christian
Oh,
weird
you're a
and
magnificent.
Christian
stubborn?
Minecraft
It's a
server.
Christian. It's a Christian magnificent mansion.
Yeah.
Enough.
No, no, it's a Muslim magnificent mansion. You all can fuck off.
I can deal with that.
I mean, hey, if
Hey,
it was a Christian magnificent mansion, I mean, there would be a money plate going around already, trying to get all the money in your pockets.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably true.
that's
Hey.
already been going around, Carson,
Totally
failing.
true.
Yeah.
That's why we have a wizard. That's
Though I
the
will say, Peace will be sleeping in the infirmary. Probably find like a chair he can lay back in and stuff.
Yeah, you won't
And
probably get
about
to
a few
sleep,
hours
good
in,
sleep like that.
a few
Yeah.
hours into the night, a few hours into the night, there will be a random bed appearing in the infirmary. Finn knows Peace too well.
Okay.
Then there's that.
Alrighty. Well then. I'm pretty sure Tara is now asleep.
Tara.
Tara!
Hold I'm gonna.
Doing
I'm
Wow.
going to suggest everyone defend themselves, and somebody
No.
volunteer to yell as loud as they can.
Don't.
No.
Don't.
I'm
That's
just
no.
gonna just move her to whispers for right now.
So, what I'm going to do before I head to bed is pass by the only other person here with a gun that I know, which is Serena. Just knock on her
No.
door.
Mm-hmm.
Serena set up a shrine in the garden for Philomoro just because Crystal wanted to. Want me to set one up for you?
Sure, if you want.
Asking just so everyone can feel comfortable before I fuck off to bed.
Sure.
Where do you
Language.
want? I swear to God, peace. Where do you want the shrine?
Tara.
Darren's back.
Oh, hey Tara.
We can't hear you. if you're
Someone
speaking. Oh, there you
yelled my name.
Oh,
Were you asleep?
did you fall asleep?
A bit.
Oh.
You missed.
Do you guys want to end the session here, or carry on?
No,
for-
it's fine.
Are you sure?
It's fine.
Okay, we'll carry on for a bit longer then.
So, was the last thing I said. Where do you want the shrine? Crystal set hers up in the indoor garden.
Anywhere's fine, I guess. I guess right next to the. I guess for Serena, she'll probably just ask you if you can make it near one of the walls that has like all the constellations or whatever drawn on it.
And he'll basically summon the shrine to however you describe your shrine to be, because he will state, I don't do shrine.
To be honest, she'll make it super simple. She'll just be like, "Well, all I really ask is that you make a little like little stone wall here, like a little stone what do you call it? Shelving here." And then she'll honestly put the plushie she has of Jardel there. There you go, it's complete.
And there you
She's
go.
not that crazy about making super huge shrines or anything too crazy. Besides, I think Jardel will appreciate the thought nonetheless.
It's the thought that counts.
Also, if you notice the big ass tube looking thing in the corner of your room, it is a plushie cannon. Enjoy that power.
Plushie cannon.
Plushy
like,
cannon.
Curse. Normally we can't make that because it's my mansion. I can't.
Oh dear. So, all right. Is there anything else anyone wants to do?
You know what I'm doing, Cars. So
Yeah, I know.
that's
Yeah.
I'm just
Uh,
trying to kill the silence so other people
okay.
can speak up.
All right. Well, then in that case,
Go bed.
you guys go about your night, your evening, your night as you wish, for getting a good night's rest. No one having to take watch, as the mansion is hopefully impenetrable to that might come across it in your on your way. During the night, get a peaceful night's rest. Emilius, you are not woken by any of the people in the infirmary. They themselves get some much needed rest as well.
Hmm.
Finn is the first one to wake up because it is his mansion and he also has to prepare spells.
You all come to wake, fully rested, recovered, spell stored, and all that. You guys get up, get some food. Else's family doesn't. No one has woken up yet, and will probably need to be fed another berry to help them. Luckily, the good berries
I
are good for 24 hours, so they still have some good use in them. Just
Yep, you had all of them.
so
in a Finn is gonna have a plate of cookies and coffee.
coffee.
Hmm.
So then,
In the living room.
all right, guys, eat what you want for breakfast. Magical servants are able to create what you need. Guys, eat, fill your bellies, fill your hearts, and get ready to set out.
I have access to greater restoration in case anyone wants me to use that on them.
Up to you.
It's up to you.
Yeah,
Because that's a big level spell.
it is. That's why I'm saying if anyone wants me to use it, because it is a really high level spell.
Technically, since you didn't use that spell slot, you could have used it last night.
I
Had
sadly
to
didn't have
repair
it
it.
prepared. Yeah.
So, so everyone, what's the plan? We can't just keep them here. Sorry, because we can't just keep transporting them with us as we're heading to a big
Yes,
fight.
I know.
Or can you?
Does when you cast teleportation circle, does the point that opens on both ends or just from one entrance to an exit?
Both ends.
So technically, it's where you're sending.
Them too.
Yeah.
So
No one on the destination side can come through to your side.
yeah,
That's
but
the thing.
what we can do is you can send a message to Granalis telling gather people to get ready to drag three unconscious body, which we will be sliding through. Or if you want, since you can probably say that we're still a days out from entering any significant fight, since I don't think there have been traces of undead this far out, since they've been all heading southward. We could probably keep them with us for a day if we play it safe.
Don't like risking it.
The mansion still lasts for the remainder of 24 hours, so if you all want a late start to the day, or we can chance it and you can create restoration one of.
Yes, can heal them, make it so that they're a little bit more healthier, but completely up to you. These are your, well, future family. I don't want to do anything you're not comfortable with.
Let's give it a shot.
How many times can you greater restoration, sir?
Question. How many times can you Great Restoration?
Let me see. Let me see. Depends on how many spell slots I have, my good man. And I believe it's a level 5 spell. So
Probably one. One or two.
actually, 2 times. I can greater restoration twice today.
Now we can either help someone. We can probably get 2 people conscious or one of them conscious, depending on how tired they are.
I'm going
I think
to
perhaps it.
message to Granolas. Hey, so out of curiosity, which one of your eldest sibling, mother and father are the most level-headed and cool, keep a cool mind in a bad situation?
Okay, you send the message out. Greenellis will message. It'll be a moment for Greenellis
can.
messages back. Kind of hear like a yawn.
Guys,
Yes.
Mansion
You
is
mean
a different
sending can go through?
dimension.
plane.
Right.
But isn't what's his face like sending?
Sending goes through different planes.
Can go to different planes, but there's a 5% chance it could fail. Could you roll me
Oh,
a d20?
I would say before Peace casts that, because I would recognize hand gestures and bullshit. Do that outside. Higher chance.
It's
No, it's okay, Dark.
no, that was
It's
a
fine.
that was a smart thing to mention.
Yeah, it was. Thank you, Dara.
Thank
Because
you.
that could have been a waste of a spell.
It wasn't a
Mhm.
spell. It was Polly or not Polly. The hat.
Oh,
Milo.
Milo.
Milo. Yeah, through Milo.
Oh,
Milo,
okay.
is Brunel connected to Milo?
Yeah.
Wait, who did we lose to connect?
One of Serena's parents, if I remember.
Yeah, yeah. Serena's parents is who you.
One of.
Yeah, her father.
So,
So
Through Milo, would it be fine? I just couldn't remember the name off the top of my head to say like through Milo. I would ask. 'Cause
I will
don't
have to
have
roll
it in me.
20 for that then.
so
Okay, yeah, he's able to breach through the dimensional barrier of the mansion to the outside world. All right, it is a little bit of a fuzzy connection, though. Still,
I would suggest you grab Milo and you have the talk outside. It'll also count as a scouting outside.
It's just
can connect though. So, but yeah, the connection will be a little bit fuzzy, but you are connected.
it will be a quick question, so that's I don't need to step outside for it.
Yeah, Greenellis, you do hear Greenellis kind of yawn. Those like, oh, so early. What's the question again?
I will repeat myself.
Okay, so you repeat yourself, and Greenellis would be like, oh, well, if I'd have to guess, it, oh, probably be my mother.
Perfect. Thank you for the information. And I'm just gonna grab Serena. It's like, all right, we're gonna bring her. We're gonna bring the mother back first. Cast the, do the gang signs and do the lesser restoration or greater
Also,
restoration.
I assume Peace forgot to tell her that we found them all.
Oh.
I will as soon as Peace and I will ask him to tell if you found them all.
Doing the wiggly woggly.
Oh,
If
yeah,
we're not,
we found your eldest sister and parents.
Hear Greenellis
Sent.
gasp and be like, oh, that's wonderful news. Are they okay? I hope they're okay. Ah.
They are all perfectly fine. Nothing is wrong, and then just sever the connection. Just disconnect.
This,
So
I
to
if you said that out loud, Serena's giving you a look like, really, man?
don't worry, it's not the first time he had to quickly hang up on a call.
Jeez.
Okay.
Remember, I
Right this way, Serena. I have a mother-in-law to have to talk towards, or get talked towards, get
I
the
will
talk towards.
I will have the people bring tea.
Okay.
Okay. So, reminder: I think Great Restoration only reduces exhaustion by one
One.
level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say we would go from 4 to 3, so technically they should be able to actually wake the fuck up.
Alrighty. So you go over to the older dragonborn woman. Serena, you lay your hand on her, cast your spell.
I'm just like, clear.
Boom.
Serena,
No.
wait, why are you conducting a storm in your head? No, Serena,
Ah! Wakey, wakey!
But no, I
So,
imagine that Serena like would gently put her hands on the temples or like the head of Daenerys' mom and be like, alright, let's see if this works. I've done the one before and I've only ever seen this casted once, but that person was made of stone. Oh yeah, that's how I met Alex. She'll just casually say.
Pardon?
And yeah, that's how I do that.
alright, so. But you cast your spell, and you watch as the reflection and luster of her scales returns a bit more. The scarring of her tissue where that orb had embedded itself into her body heals a bit more, and you watch as her eyes begins to kind of flutter awake, flutter open, kind of weakly. Ah, oh, where, where am I?
give her, everyone, move back, give her space to.
Hi.
Who are you?
Well, me personally, I'm your son-in-law. I don't know about the rest of them.
What? You're, you're not, you're not Narina's husband.
No, but I am Granellis's, and I'll show the portrait picture of all of them. He gave me this to find you all while we came here. You're the other three, Catalina, Quay, and Drugna are safe.
She begins to kind of sit up and very slowly and kind of holding her head like,
Easy, easy now.
Can I?
You're still recovering.
Some of a jealous. Someone she cared deeply about. Friends. She kind of looks around at all of you. Like, you know,
Finn does the awkward high.
Analysis letters did mention a matched bunch of people.
Very colorful, yeah.
You are.
Colorful individuals from different backgrounds and different times. Yes.
Kind of looks around and okay, Thorik, gotcha. Kind of looks around. It's like place like where are we? Last thing I remember, we
Scalehaven.
we were caught in a
We
cave in a
We're-
collapse of a building.
Right now we are roughly 200 miles away. Actually, no, we're 100 miles away, roughly, in a pocket dimension I made, just so we can treat you three.
Not so far, so fast. Impressive. She kind of then just like you see her eyes kind of widen a bit. She looks over at her healed wound. Her voice is like, "You managed to free us from it."
Yes.
Before we have the whole "how did we get here" conversation,
Kind of looks.
can you tell me what?
She's like not paying attention. She's just kind of looking over, noticing her husband and eldest child unconscious still. She tries to get up out of her bed and go to them.
Because I know she's gonna fall down.
Yeah, it's like,
Finn would just.
They'll
are
be
they,
fine.
they
They'll be
okay?
They'll be
fine.
fine.
Did,
They're okay.
They're
did you
okay.
did
We
you pro-
managed.
Yes.
We
All of
managed to
them,
get
the
to
three of
them. Your entire family, your children are currently off continent. We managed to teleport them to Granalis to safety. We had to keep you three here just because we were too injured, so we can teleport you or move you.
Oh,
Yes.
Right? Right
Your
now we're
body.
waking you all up one at a time, just so we can get you all acclimated to your current situation.
oh,
To be fair, we could have just thrown them on the teleport.
Mercy,
oh no, no, it's fine. I wouldn't have wanted you to wake up in a foreign land. Though this is a foreign
I mean,
place.
Lyandra would probably take care of them.
or we're sending them to Granalis. A family is better to stay together than separated. And they have enough resources to take care of them at the Oasis because I assume they have healers there. For now, ma'am, just take a seat back on the bed, give yourself some time to rest. I can have the magic servants get you anything you wish to eat if you're feeling hungry or anything you wish to drink. For now, you and Emilius here have a bit of a talk.
Hi.
It is good to see your face finally. She kind of lays back down, barely able to hold herself up. Thank you all for rescuing us. We didn't know if we would make it. After the building collapsed, we tried to get out, but that's when those orbs attacked us. We've seen them attack others of our kind before during the assault. How they would pull our people
There's no
together.
need to think of. No need to think of that.
Right now, just
Focus on getting rest.
recovery.
I,
Well,
Also,
try.
if you do remember anything relevant about your attackers, how this happened, maybe
That
even
can
how
all
to.
wait for later.
Mercy
I-
fucking procedure things. Calm down.
I do remember things, yes. But, oh, can I have something to eat?
What would you
Quite
like to eat? What's on your mind the most? The servants here can create nearly anything.
You should still have the good berries.
berries?
It's magic. It's magical. Don't waste the spell slot. Yes, we have the mansion going. I'd rather use it to.
Karst, I'm just gonna go grab whatever to eat and bring it to her.
The good.
Or
Well, just so
piece-
you know, you didn't use up all the good berries. Go, because that probably that
I've
would've been.
never used the spell myself, so I don't know how many more there would have been. Plus, I believe they're all given to Finn, who was too busy making sure to like run a full like family-run restaurant in this place and asking,
Yeah.
"Hey, what would you like? Work with the Finns."
Fuck off.
A good berry spell creates 10 berries, and you would give one to each of them.
How, How long would each one last?
They maintain their magical potency for 24 hours.
Okay,
So
in that case,
there are still some that can, give them a day's worth of nutrients, sustenance.
I would just from the pack, I'd pull out another one of the good berries, because just here, eat this. Should give you nourishment for 24 hours and heal you a bit.
She'll take it and she'll chew it very kind of slowly. Hmm. Oh, I do feel a lot more full. Thank you.
Mhm. Don't thank me. Thank the woman in the corner who's asking too many questions too quickly.
Uh, Scylla will smile to you warmly, Mercy, and bow her head. And thank you very much. Thank you all for saving us. Holding out hope that someone would come save us.
It was pretty smart, though, how you managed to react to the orbs quickly. And on top of good news, we did manage to get a 100 or so Dragonborn off the island. I think 103 was a total number so far.
Yeah. Total was a little over 100.
So, like 110, 103.
Yeah, 105.
We so far along the way for us to find you, we did manage to get 105 other Dragonborns off the island.
She kind of looks a little saddened. Just that many.
Sadly, we do.
But there are more at the temple, and we plan to rescue them as soon as possible.
We do manage to, before we actually begin fighting the woman who did this, we do plan on getting as many Dragonborn as we can out, so we can pretty much operate without fearing any other casualties.
Kind of raises her hand weakly, trying to reach out to one of you.
I will go to support.
I thought you wanted to go get food.
No, I thought that, but then we kind of retconned that. As it turns out, Finn had just like a bunch of berries just sat there,
Oh.
just in his pocket. Like, oh, here,
Okay.
I remember these.
Okay. Okay. So she'll just kind of look to you all with a look of concern. It's like, if you going after the one who attacked us, do be careful. She has things that I've never seen before.
You mean Finn would slightly describe the abominations he saw?
That was just her experiments. Her playing with
We
us.
we did manage to slay a few of those on our way here and a few hordes.
She had a man with her. Man
Man,
who looked more dead than alive.
how did he look like?
His clothing looked like he was of someone of importance, but foreign. I've seen that attire from the central continent before.
Crowley.
Was he?
Hold on, Crowley, Serena?
Yes, one of our old party members, one of our old party members told me about him. He's a lich. He, he did experiments, and I later found out they're poly, I believe, or probably one of the others since told me. I don't remember. They mentioned that Crowley was working on an experiment to try to make a new body, or was doing something for them. So I'm assuming That's where she got all these undead from. He helped her with the experiments.
A lich and a sin. Interesting combo, but we will
Walk into a bar.
So,
He,
right now, let's focus on recovery. We'll probably weaken your husband next in a few minutes. Just as long as we can get you comfortable and situated a bit.
That woman's. Don't know what it was. It was as if she rode in a storm of darkness. Instead of lightning, she rained down those pillars on us.
Then you
The anti-magic pillars
lightning.
meant
Is it?
Gina?
I said, darn it, Karis, make her rain down lightning so I can throw it back at her. Can't throw back pillars yet? I'm not Mogash.
so. Let's right now focus on. Don't think about that. Think about your family. We will get you all out safely. For now, just
Shoot.
get comfortable. We'll probably wake your husband next.
She'll just kind of look over at them. She will squeeze your hand weakly and kind of look to you all. It's like, thank you all for coming to our rescue. I fear what might have happened to us if you hadn't arrived sooner. See,
Don't
she kind
worry.
of begins to fall back asleep. Just exhaustion.
Well,
Um,
now the father or the daughter?
it's time to get the dad talk again at some point.
Of course. Do you want us to leave the room for this?
You also didn't ask for permission to marry Grunellis.
I was about to say, do you want it? Are you gonna
Yeah, that's
Do you
gonna
want
be
to?
a conversation
Yo,
from hell.
do-
Yeah, just okay, Serena, do your little like gang signs and shit like that, then I'll just have the
Yeah,
talk with
my
Myra.
gang
Know where we're gonna go.
West
You're
side,
gay.
east side, north side,
West side,
south.
east side, Bud, Crips,
West
Crips
side.
and Blood.
You forget
West.
the west side.
Weast!
I'm going motherfucking West.
We need the west side gang
Oh
sign.
god.
Eastwood as like I'm gonna have to get this talk eventually. Serena, can you and then just give me the time with him?
Yes. But remember, if anything happens, feel free to call us. We'll be nearby.
I have a shield with me.
No, your
I
shield is with me.
I mean, I know you have healing, but like, I don't know, in case he starts. I'm not gonna even say it.
Don't worry about it.
Also, Finn, you would
Yo.
know this piece carries two shields, his new one and his old one.
Mm. Which one do I have? The old one.
The new
right?
one, the +3.
Hold on, it's a plus
Anyways,
3 fucking
no,
shield. I don't
+1, 3 AC. It gives 3 AC bonus. Anyways,
So it's a +2 shield.
+1, it's a 2.
Oh yeah, that's
Shields
right.
by
because
default.
you give two.
+2 to
Right.
AC. Anywho,
So if you all want to, Thorig, come with me so we can make sure the outside is actually clear.
Oh, Thorg's already.
Thorg was
outside.
already outside.
Yeah.
Yep. He wasn't in the room at the time. He's been patrolling the outside.
Serena, make sure that the mansion doesn't explode. Good luck.
Ugh.
And I will head outside to make sure everything is.
Okay.
Right. As soon as it says that, he looks over. He's like, "What do you mean explode, Finn? Finn!" Like after reviving
no,
him.
he
Finn
does
just-
that a lot.
He just laughs on the way out. Good chuckle.
Okay,
You
do I
understand
introduce
we're
myself?
not on your level yet.
Kind of want to just like Serena and Peace, and was like, do I introduce myself as, hey, it's your son-in-law, or hey, it's Emilius?
Okay.
Or hey,
First,
I screw your kid.
um, just start out simple.
That one for sure.
Just introduce yourself. Tell them something like, "Hello, my name is Emilius. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am currently married to your son," or something like that. Just start out simple. Please don't listen to the random voices that tell you to say naughty things. You know who you are, random voices.
And we use all the openings.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
You're fine, Jen. You're fine.
And we
Anywho,
use all the openings.
so
Oh my goodness gracious almighty.
All right.
avoiding all of the voices in my head.
So start out simple. Just introduce yourself and probably Ren probably mentioned you to his family. Her mom knows about you. I'm sure the dad would know about you too.
When I asked
Take it-
Granellas who was the most level-headed, the mother was just without hesitation told as the most level-headed.
Right, well, the dad's in no condition to do anything too crazy.
That's why I'm scared.
I
Alright.
know I know this isn't the ideal first meeting you wanted with your parents-in-law, but still.
In
I
laws.
mean,
Hi, I'm your son-in-law. Please don't ask me about what I do with a tail.
Carol,
All right.
Sorry.
So Serena,
Skidap.
you Great Restoration the father, and he begins to stir awake.
Mhm.
You watch as Mangris's eyes begin to slowly open. What the? Oh no.
Take it easy, take it easy. You were all in a very bad condition when we found you.
Yeah.
Safe.
Um, Ugh! What? He kind of clutches his abdomen, feels for the orbs. Oh,
It's
thank
okay. It's okay.
God, it's gone.
It's God.
How's it? How? Kind of like this rubs his eyes and that kind of like then pries them open with his fingers. Ugh. Who? Who are you all? Not.
Hi.
You're not from here.
No. Hi, I'm Amelia Saran.
Hey, I know that name.
Of course, I'm readying to dodge action.
He's kind of like he's kind of like prying his eyes open, but you can see him kind of like narrowing his brows a bit. It's like, wait, are you the one
What?
my son wrote about?
Hi, so we're married now, and
Wait, what? What?
okay,
And what? And we weren't invited.
okay. There was no. It's still just an engagement at the moment. There is no wedding just yet.
Oh, you're lucky then. Oh, I am not missing out the chance to walk one of my children down the aisle.
I know.
Aw,
That's
Jeez. Don't give it. I almost
Fine.
died. Don't give me a heart attack. I feel like I'm still dying. Oh.
well. Okay, first off, take it easy because you're not fully just willy-nilly able to just go run around like.
He
I'm gonna keep that metaphor to myself.
kind of looks like lays back down. Looks as usually. Kind of looks you up and down. A lot scrawnier than Grin said in his letters. Always kind of wrote you about you being this big, strong, strapping, handsome man. And I always kind of pictured someone, I don't know, buffer. No offense, though. I mean, that is some nice armor you got on there, and
He's
his weapons are nice too. Just, just kind of pictured someone a bit bigger.
I get that a lot.
Nonetheless, you saved. Kind of looks over and sees his wife, who's kind of smiling weakly and waving to him a bit. He's kind of like almost rolls over and falls out of bed. Drusilla!
I would grab him.
Oh,
First off,
wait, where's...
Kalina, Quay, and Dragona are all safe. They are with Grinellis in a tropical oasis paradise place just south of here.
Oh,
I mean, far south, as in on a different continent south.
wait,
Just
what?
a little south.
Wait, what? You know what? Grin told me about how you have friends who can do very fantastical things, and I'm just gonna accept it. But so they're not here anymore. They're
No,
safe.
yes, they're with Grin.
Okay. Kind of looks over and is like, Narina, hey.
She's still out of it. You need to give her some time.
I feel like I haven't slept in a month. Where are we now? This place is like anything we've built.
We're in a pocket dimension.
Oh,
Don't
you okay? Yeah,
Don't-
sure.
don't worry about it. Don't
Sure.
worry about
Yeah,
it.
I'm not. Yeah, you know what? Fine.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. Don't.
So, how? I'm gonna ask how you removed those things from us, but I'm just glad you did. Kept us from turning into one of those things.
I am going to find the spooky lady who did this, and I'm going to skin her alive.
Spooky nothing. Complete monster. She round us up and we hear the screams of our countrymen as kidmen as they were being experimented on. Tried to resist as much as we could.
Now, don't worry about all of that now, because soon you will have a all expenses paid vacation into a tropical paradise for a while until we settle the situation.
Yes, I did.
What?
Yes, I got rid of your access to the goat.
God, eh?
It's what you get, you
Of course
butch.
it was. Of course. I figured that's what he was gonna do.
Anyway,
So I do. I
Sweet.
imagine while this explanation is happening inside, Thorg is like, "Oh, nice brother."
So, this usually went much. This usually went much worse whenever I met the parents of whoever I was seeing. This usually went a lot worse.
well, I can't say that I wanted to meet you this way. You know, being this drained and weak. But having my guessing now future son-in-law save me and my family's probably a pretty good second best way to meet the family. For us to meet you.
I don't get lashed, and I get to meet family-in-law. This is not the worst thing in the world.
So if you're gonna tell Narina about who you are, careful. She is very protective of Rin.
I will do my best to dodge anything she throws at me when we get back, and once this whole situation here is settled. There's a reason why I asked Grinellis which one was the most level-headed and who came second place.
Yeah. I As my wife usually helps keep me more level-headed. I sometimes tend to be more confrontational, but I'm a little too tired for that right now. But just, yeah, keep an eye out for Narina. Sure, even like this, she'll still try something. So, got anything to eat?
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
What would you
good
like?
berries.
Finn's outside. What would you like? Finn is outside with the good berries.
You can literally call to him. The mansion doors are fucking open.
Okay, I will just whistle out and yell Finn. I can't do that IRL because everyone in my house is sleeping and so are my neighbors.
Hey, Finn!
I don't know, Thor. Give me a minute. I'm gonna jog back into the house, into the mansion.
Finn, get
Hi,
your
this
flat
is
wizard ass in here!
Finn. He's my brother.
Hello.
Angus just kind of looks at you like, look nothing alike.
He was adopted.
Oh, well, that explains a lot then.
Do you really have to put this?
It's easier to explain than the whole story between me and you.
Of course.
So,
Good various.
Good.
is he the cook or something, or?
Oh no, I'm the
this
one
is
who
the wizard who made this whole place.
I'm the one who summoned the pocket dimension and the one who's most likely going to be teleporting you.
Ah, right.
Also, here, eat this berry.
Okay, munches on. Hmm. Yeah, that was quite good. Ah. Thank you.
It's in the name. So, first things first, you three need to be getting off of the, no offense, hellscape.
Little offense taken, but understandable. So, how bad is it out there?
Well, the city had more pillars than buildings.
About those things roaming around out there?
We've managed to deal with a couple of them.
3 so far, right?
2.
Hmm.
Gods, dozens of good dragonborn lost to make those things. Jeez.
We'll make her pay. For now, the
Like I
mansion
said.
still has. But now the mansion still has a few hours before it dissipates, so we'll use some of this time to get you guys healthy enough so you can at least move a bit, since I require you to walk through the portal I'm gonna make.
Limping is also an option. But
Kind of looks over at his wife, who still just kind of trying to usher reassurances. Daughter's like, well, once she's conscious, yeah. Got us this far while we're unconscious.
So,
Where are we heading to?
no, we're
at the
most.
moment, it's planned the Shrine of Asher May.
Ashurame?
Asher May.
So right now, the plan is
Shabalaba
gonna.
Ding Dong.
So right now, the plan is as soon as you're comfortable with, I'm going to put you all on a magic carpet, and we're going to fly for a bit. And by the end of next day, or the morning of the next day, I will be teleporting you all out.
Right. Well,
I'm surprised you actually agreed to this.
I did hear that Well, survivors were heading to the shrine there for safety. Find more of us there.
If only we had Kai here, you could have probably made a few wheelchairs and we could have rolled you all through to
It is fine. Give
Alright,
give me another about maybe another half day's rest. I should have enough strength to carry my wife and daughter through whatever magic you have that sends us to the rest of my kids.
Or do you need anything? Do you need anything in the meantime?
Yeah, looks around. It's like rest,
He does.
water.
He does see, but as he does see, if he looks through the main doors that Finn walked through, another set of doors which open to the interior of a house, which has a door that leads to the outside.
It's kind of things like I think we just need rest and food, water right now to cover what was taken from us. Kind of looks at his scales. Yeah, we are not in great shape. We're better than what we were before I lost consciousness.
So, Curse, I have a question.
Yes.
The floor of the flying carpet is technically a floor, and I need it's technically a surface. And some of the mansion, I need to put it on a surface.
So we want to see if you can put it on a flying carpet?
Yeah, just so we can actually move them around safely.
I just like to imagine the inside of the mansion the whole time just shaking, just like the whole time.
I don't know, since the carpet is not like a solid surface. Like, you know,
Because I have seen. Because there are.
ground.
All right, in that case,
Can we put wood onto the carpet and then do it?
Well,
if you read the mansion spell, right, it says you choose where the entrance is located. So like you choose like a point in the space, right? But like that point's not moving. The carpet point's not moving. That point's not attached to the carpet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so the door would stay there. You could have the carpet underneath the door if you wanted to cast it in the sky for whatever reason. But like the door wouldn't move with the carpet. At least that's my understanding of the spell.
That's what I was thinking too, so thank you.
In that case, yeah, we're gonna have to do we keep them on the carpet and we keep them protected as we move.
Alright.
So our two plans are.
Here. Oh, I'm not there. Never mind.
Oh, you can come in, by the way. Door's still open.
No, he'd be outside on guard.
So we can, if we ever feel like it, we can burn half a day, and just to make sure that they're rested and then keep on traveling, because we can easily make distance. Or we can travel with them with us, which means we would have to move at a slower pace, but we would be able to make sure that they get more rest.
Someone has access to the goat sheet.
Wasn't me.
Have access to it, but I'm not the one that did anything with it.
I saw typing.
I don't.
Wasn't
Yeah,
me.
I got access, but I was typing for myself, and as you can see, posted for myself.
I need to delete the goat.
No,
No.
I still have. I can
No.
still spawn it.
Anyway,
I'll just put the wolves out.
Which, by the way,
Um,
I still want to find out whether there were goat baby.
Yeah, I really want to
You
find
can
that out.
ask the Empire. You have the sending stone. You can ask the Empire. Just like, go check on this place. Do they have celestial goat babies?
they had four.
But you can do a sending stone there.
They had 4 celestial goat babies.
Yes!
was a lot of bucking.
Yeah, I just had to connect Wi-Fi through my phone because the power cut out. So
For
yeah, I
celestial
only got
god,
about
baby.
like 5 minutes
Yep.
of power on the UPS before my computer just shuts off.
Yep, 4 celestial goat babies. Baby goats. 4 celestial baby
So-
goats.
All right, good night.
Yes. I think this would be a good place to stop for right now. As you guys
Yeah.
prepare to prepare the carpet to move everyone else's parents and oldest sibling, so you can continue on towards the shrine and hopefully find more survivors.
Oop, okay, it's back.
So, thank you all for joining us this week on D&D. Sorry for the little mid-session cutouts as I reset my router. I did not improve Discord at
right.
all. I am still at like 400 ping right now. So yeah, join us next week as the party searches and tries to see if if there's any more survivors or not.
So,
Or
Curse,
better
also
be
the carpet
I-
fits through the mansion doors, so we can't just put them on the carpet and then I fly them out.
Down with these D100 rolls I was making. Yeah, who knows?
I
Alright.
would like
Cars,
to
get outta here.
I honestly okay. Here's the thing. Me as a DM, knowing how the best way to get this stuff, I know for a fact Kars is rolling these just to torment us.
Of course.
Or am I?
Nadim,
Yeah, well,
I
Kars, guess what?
know
Guess what? I
that-
can do I can roll D100s as well, huh?
Look
All
at
right, well,
that.
I gotta bounce. I got
Look at
I got
that.
somewhere to go.
Dang!
I'll see you.
Yeah, Ethan, good luck. Have fun.
Oh man, Finn just
Jesus Christ, 100, 100, and a 99 from me because I just rolled to GM.
Finn just tore a hole open in the space-time continuum, and we now have Infinity War happening. So
Close,
uh,
almost.
I summoned my old army from 2,000
So-
years ago and I tell the fucking pride bitch, let's go. Actually,
yeah, Avengers Assemble. Anyway, see you all guys next week. Till then, take care, stay safe, and
Bye.
yeah, bye.
Yeah.